What's up, everybody? This is WSL, Double K Productions. I am here again in Presonus Studio 1-3 with another tutorial. I want to go ahead and start off by saying go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so you'll be notified every time I post something. So subscribe to the channel, show your boy some love. So with this, I'm sorry, I apologize. But I do have to give a shout out to DilBoe. This is his track. This is his song. Nice, clean, and shout out to you, DilBoe, for even letting me do this tutorial and let me mix your track. This is prime example. If you watch my previous tutorials, I'll talk about how 10 mixes. I was doing 10 mix, and once I get to the 10th mark, I'm done doing them for free. So I'm doing 10 free mixes. So get your mix in. Send me stems. Let me go ahead and mix it down. If you're satisfied, I just have to let you know next time if you contact me, you will be charged. I'm doing 10 individual mixes. So just had to get that out there. If you contact me after I mix your stuff for free, the next one I have to charge. But it's a low fee, promise you. Because if we worked together already and we communicated so well, I'm gonna have to go low for you because that communication. So in this case, in DilBoe case, in this song, he had contacted me again. I went low for him because the communication was there. He let me know what he wanted done with his vocals and all that. It just was ebb and flow. So he liked it. He was satisfied, and also I was satisfied with the mix and all that stuff. So with that being said, this is what I wanted to apologize for. Is I can't show the beat, I can't show the instrumental, and I know y'all gonna probably hate me for this, but I do have to apologize. I can't show the instrumental because I had posted this on YouTube already, and the guy that made the beat, he had DilBoe had bought the beat, but the guy that made the beat has it monetized or whatnot, and he trying to get royalty off his beats or whatever. So with that, if you upload to YouTube, it's copyright. So it's a whole ordeal. Hopefully you understand that. If you don't, I do. So I can't show the instrumental because I'm trying to get money off of these tutorials. You know, I don't want nobody to be taking my money. So I'm going to just show y'all what I done to his vocals. Why not? Hey, you don't have to have an instrumental to show y'all what I have done to these vocals. That's all I want y'all to know. This is what the tutorial is about, showing you what I done and what he wanted me to do. So this was communication. Let's jump into it. This is what I done to his vocals. This is how he sent it to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn these plugins off. Turn all these plugins and what I got going on in his vocals. Turn them off, and then I'll explain what he had done on his end. And we gonna try to make this tutorial as quick as possible. Let's get into it. Let's turn them off. So let's turn mine back on. So when he contacted me, he already had auto-tune on his vocals. He already had these effects on his vocals, which I was satisfied with that. You know, I didn't have to add the auto-tune. He already had all that. He done all that. He added these nice effects to his vocals. He knew what he wanted on his end, and basically he wanted me to just clean it up. So this is how it sounds with how he sent it to me. Let's bring it to the hook.
I'm beating at the moment, winning I condone it, quitting need to postpone it. I never phone in phonies, winners stay lonely. I don't need a trophy, I'm just boldly moving closely.
Don't freestyle cause style ain't cheap. Dreaming on wake so I don't do it when I sleep. Putting in work while you count sheep. Getting super deep in the hustle, perfected till it's perfect. I got honor, that's my verdict. Yes, you heard it, I'm always murking.
I just like the murking.
So let me start, sharp as a dart. Got one time, there's no restart. Top of my approach, the future's unfolding. It's in my hand so I can hold it. Provoking, scolding, cause what I'm composing, at least I ain't posing nothing but a thread. Why you posing for the poser? Say you gonna take this shot, but there's nothing in your holster. Nothing in your holster. I don't need a hype man, I need a bite man.
So, as you hear, that's how he sent it to me. As you hear, he already had reverb on it. He had some delays going. Well, I don't know about delays, but he had some telephone effects on it and all the good sounds, man. He did all that. So, shout out to you, man. You did that and made my end easy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go in and add all these effects like reverb, and you know, he didn't have to come and tell me exactly what he wanted, like the these different ad libs.
I can hold it, provoking, scolding, cause what I'm composing.
That's on his end, and that distortion and all that. He did that perfect. You know what I'm saying? So what he wanted me to do, like I said, I'm gonna keep apologizing. Can't show the instrumental, but what he wanted me to do is bring his vocals out inside the instrumental, cause he had something, a reference on what he had mixed, and he said make it better than this. So, and that's what my key was. So let me show y'all what I've done. Just go over the plugins. I ain't gonna go in depth exactly what I did with the plugins. You can find that on previous tutorials or whatnot, because it's the same chain that I like to use, but I tweak it different. As every time I get different vocals, I'm gonna tweak these same plugins according to that person. So nothing too major. I'm gonna turn them off and turn them on.
Beating at the moment, winning I condone it, quitting need to postpone it. I never phone in phonies, winners stay lonely. I don't need a trophy. Beating at the moment, winning I condone it, quitting need to postpone it. I never phone in phonies, winners stay lonely. I don't need a trophy, I'm just boldly moving closely. Beating at the moment, winning I condone it, quitting need to postpone it. I never phone in phonies, winners stay lonely. I don't need a trophy, I'm just boldly moving closely.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Apologize for that, man. My daughter's sleeping up in there, you know. I don't do that whole newborn sleeping without checking on them, so but that's my personal life. Let's get back into this. Like I say, he done all that. He done all that reverb and auto-tune and all that. It's perfect. I just cleaned it up. As you heard, I turned it on and off so you can hear exactly what I done. And same person, so same chain as is here, mixing in the bus. I got routed basically all these tracks right here inside this bus. And I got all his vocals working inside this bus. Same chain here in the vocals and in the hook and in the verse. Same stuff. I do the same thing on the verse. I turn them on and off so y'all can hear.
Don't freestyle cause style ain't cheap. Dreaming I'm awake so I don't do it when I sleep. Putting in work while you count sheep. Getting super deep in the hustle, perfected till it's perfect. I got honor, that's my verdict. Yes, you heard it, I'm always murking.
I just like the murking.
So let me start, sharp as a dart. Got one time, there's no restart. Top of my approach, the future's unfolding. It's in my hand so I can hold it. Provoking, scolding, cause what I'm composing, at least I ain't posing nothing but a thread. Why you posing for the poser? Say you gonna take the shot, but there's nothing in your holster.
Nothing in your holster.
I don't need a hype, man. I need a bite, man. The hunger is growing. Why they fall like it's snowing? I wanna feast like a beast on a beast. Won't sit at a table to earn my seat. Even when I sit.
I think I know it. But as you hear from how he sent it to me to what I just done, all he said was, hey man, clean this up for me. Get this sounding right inside this instrumental and master it for me. So that's what I done. That's what I have done with it. So on that, this is basically all I done on it. As you see these gates, I could have went in and cut all these out, but time purposes, I know exactly what I could do. I put a gate on it. So when he does say something, it cuts off. When he says something, it cuts off. And when it comes to these breaks, these long breaks right here, nothing going on. But if you zoom in, it probably have some type of stuff going on, so you want to gate that out. You want to close that off, so when he comes in, you just hear him. So instead of cutting these out, if you following what I'm saying, cutting this airspace, that's all it is airspace. That when you track stuff out, you have to track it out like this, and you're gonna have these space in between. But you put a gate on that, and it'll gate all that out. That's how I like to call it. And I got them basically on every single track. Let's make it easy on myself. Let's do it like this. Make it easy on my CEO. There it is. Boom. They all on. That's why I like Studio One, man. I love Presonus Studio One 3. It's just simple. And that's what it does. It just takes.
Don't freestyle cause style ain't cheap. Dreaming I'm awake so I don't do it when I sleep. Putting in work while you count sheep. Getting super deep and the hustle perfected till it's perfect. I got honor, that's my verdict. Yes, you heard it, I'm always murking.
I just like the murking.
So let me start.
See how it came down? Came down to clamp down. And of course you had to set it that way. You had to mess with the knobs and threshold and stuff so you can do it and it ain't taking out his words and stuff like that. But very simple. That's just a stock old plug-in, stock gate plug-in, and I love it. And one more thing before I go, I really didn't do too much. Like I say, he added all this effects, so it's really much I can only show you what I have done on his end. He'd have to make a tutorial on his end, but because he done a lot, he did a lot more than I done. I just cleaned it up for him, and I'm glad he sent the mix and he let me know exactly what he wanted. But I can show you exactly what I done, because when he come in and say, I don't need a, and he says it twice within, that was hitting so hard with the instrumental that it was clipping just one. So to help the compressor out, whatever the compressor can't do without you compressing too hard, you add automation in there. And that's exactly what I done. Added a couple of automations in it. Not too much. As you see, it's very light right here. I don't know if it's...
I don't need hype. I don't need a hype, man. I need a bite, man. The hunger is growing. Why they fall like it's snowing? I want to feast like a beast on a beast.
If you watch this fader right here on this bus, I did it off the bus fader, so it messed with the whole vocals.
I don't need a hype.
Watch, it comes down just real quick and go right back up to -2.
I don't need a hype. I don't need a hype, man. I don't need a hype, man. I need a bite, man. The hunger is growing. Why they fall like it's snowing? I want to feast like a beast.
See how I did it like
I don't need a hype.
A lot right here, because this is where it's mainly clipping at. It was clipping right here once the beat, because the drum and him saying I was hitting together, and that compressor wasn't picking it up, so I was trying to help that compressor out. And then right here, I slightly did it because it wasn't clipping right there, but it still was piercing the ear, so did a little bit more. As you see, I think it comes down to 3.
I want to feast like a
-3.8, and this was like -6.
I don't need a hype, man.
-6.1. And over here, got some more automation. And then on this automation, these two right here is when he says, let's see. Nothing in your holster. I wanted that to be present. So I tweaked the knob up just a little bit as you watch the fader again.
Nothing in your holster.
Here I go.
See how it goes to -1.1.
Nothing in your holster.
Here I go. They don't know. Don't play.
And then you can hear it goes back down. And as you hearing it, since it's solo, you can hear that coming up, coming down.
Nothing in your holster.
I'm beating at the moment.
Nothing in your holster.
I'm beating at the moment.
Nothing in your holster.
I'm beating.
And that's it. That's all I done with it. I just brought those two up in the automation, and then when he said I brought that down because, like I said, I was trying to help that compressor out, and that's where automation come in. A lot of producers and a lot of mixing engineers just use automation through the whole thing, and they take their time with it, because they get paid by the hour. So they just like, hey, to help my compressor out, or if I just want to do a lot of automation, they just do a lot of automation. There's no wrong or right way to do it. It's just what your ears are hearing. You know what I'm saying? If you're hearing that loud peaks in there, and it's just piercing your ears, you might want to add automation in there to help that compressor out, or take that down a little bit to where you ain't really messing with the whole track. Because as in this is all tracked out stems. And I can go in and start cutting things, but that'll mess up his whole line of vocals. So just add a little bit of automation in there. Start riding it with it. Or vocal rider from Waze if you have one. And that'll work too. You could do vocal rider with automation. So it'll write your automation in as your vocal rider doing it. And that's all kind of stuff, all kind of ways you can help compress out. But that's a whole nother tutorial. I can get into that for y'all. But in this case, this is all I wanted to show y'all. This is all I can show y'all. I apologize for the instrumental. I'm trying to get paid, you know what I'm saying, off these tutorials. So I just cut that out. And like I say, shout out to DilBoe for even letting me do this tutorial. And he actually hit me up again, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix something else for him again. He already sent me his stems, and y'all stay tuned for that tutorial. It'll be up real soon, but I gotta mix it down first, so that tutorial might not have the beat. All depends, like I say. But that's pretty much it on this tutorial. Again, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in to the tutorial, giving me the time of day. This is WSL. Holla. Oh yeah, send your tracks in too. 10 free mix. Once I get to the 10 mark, I'm done. Holla.